welcome to Vicarious.TV and welcome to the new edition of our channel called Love and Lifestyle, where we're going to be answering your questions.
You're probably more used to our regular travel vlogs, which we do have a few out, so go check them out if you haven't yet. Our new Love and Lifestyle videos that we're going to be doing is going to be going more in depth to our relationship and just to, talk a little more about ourselves so you could get to know us. So feel free to ask us a couple questions. We do tend to reply a little more on Instagram too whenever we're active, so check us out on there too, or leave some below and we'll get to them whenever we get a chance.
Some of the questions that you guys always ask us. Here you go. How long have we been dating each other for?
You and I are about to be 3 years,
yes.
And the three of us together are about to make 1 year.
Yes.
2 months away.
Where did you guys meet is something we always get asked about.
We gave the long version another time, and we'll go more in depth another time, but you and I met at a party, coincidentally, and then me and Pam met on Facebook. Just met up for a drink.
Yeah. And then a week later, I met Pri. And then, yeah. So it was all more social gathering.
We're stuck together now. What is something that you guys love about being in a poly relationship?
Well, the one thing I love is that I'm weirdly not an affectionate person, and they both are, so it's kind of just like they...
holding hands.
Yeah. Like, you'll notice, like, I'm the one that, like, likes the personal space and likes to be alone for, like, some time, so they're definitely more... It's nice because it's, like, being in a... I've only really been in monogamous relationships, so it's kind of like my attention always has to go to that person, so it's kind of just like when it's kind of split more, it makes it a little easier for me.
That's a good answer.
What about you?
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. You ended fast. I'm like, shit, so what am I going to say? Well, I mean, what people assume, and the obvious thing is the sex is amazing. Like, I mean, it's not, poly's not all about sex, but it's just amazing. Like, you could just, well, don't make me look like I'm just a sex addict, because, I mean, there's just...
Come on and speak.
Alright, but back me up, because now they're going to be like, oh yeah, of course he said that. Like, the sex is just like getting the sweetest massage. Like, if you love a good massage, imagine 4 hands on you at once, equally skilled, and just in unison.
What's the other part of this video? I think what he's trying to say is that he has sexual fantasies that I won't do, that Pam will, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so you guys get a little bit of everything, by being in a 3-way relationship.
I love other stuff too. There's a lot of great things.
I love that how much I grew with this relationship. I think before we spoke about it in another video how people really judge us, and I think I was one of those judgmental assholes. And experience the poly relationship made me grow and be a better person and judge people less or not judge at all. Like, if you want to be whatever you want to be, it's totally okay. Just be happy and be okay. And as long as you're not hurting anyone, then toodaloo, do whatever you want to do.
Is that your new catchphrase?
Eventually, we're going to make a fight club, guys.
But so, let me give them another holistic answer. So a thing that I really love about poly, there's so many great benefits, which we'll do another video on, is it always keeps you on your toes. I think when you're with one person for a long time, the same way that people, when they're in a normal monogamous relationship for a long time, they get out and like, oh my God, I don't know how to date anymore, I don't know how to flirt. When you're with one person for a long time, it's easier to get into like a cycle and a routine, and then both of you just kind of become rigid together. Now that's personal preference too. Like, there's people that are dynamic and always keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
But when it's 3 people in poly, I think that happens a little bit more naturally because there's just so many different ways that
especially because we're all very different.
Yeah.
Like we have our own things that we're interested in. Like, you know, Steven has his business mindset. I'm more creative and into my movies, and then Pre's just, she's really like, you work a lot, so it's a little tough for you to have like.
Well, that makes Pre sound bored. You just,
No,
I'm the
not...
creative, like, no, get out of here. This is true. We're different in different ways.
No, it's just tough because it's like the things that are like, you know, she's more into the makeup and nails and things like that, which there's nothing wrong with. I've always tried getting myself into that, but it's tough because like I don't like it. You know, like I try to like it, like I like the colors, but it's like being updated
I'm
on
the
it.
mom in this relationship.
Yeah, you definitely are. She's like the voice of reason, which kind of helps, especially because Steven's crazy. So it's like. You are.
I am crazy. I am.
But
like
the nurturer, like you can feel
I'm
comfortable
the
talking to
nurturer.
her.
I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna die if we do that.
But is Pam's crazy too? Like, don't let them think I'm just
yeah,
crazy.
but the thing is, like, I need someone to help me be crazy. Steven's like,
yeah.
I'm gonna do it with or without you. You know?
I'm crazy all over myself. Yo, I keep talking like this, and that's another question we get answered. Our backgrounds. I'm black and white, African American and Italian.
I'm Brazilian.
And I'm Brazilian.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'm talking like this because of Italian or because of that meme where it's like I'm trying to explain to my dog and the girl's like crying.
But that kind of helps too that me and Pri are like Brazilian because we do live. Someone mentioned this to us and it kind of stuck with us that we have a very traditional and non-traditional relationship. Like me and Pri grew up with like, you know, the woman takes care of the house and cleans and cooks and nurtures her husband while the husband like works. Which a lot of people today are against because they want women to be powerful, but it's not the fact that, you know, we're okay with doing those things. We like doing those things. Yeah. Like Pri's more of a house care, like take care than like I am, you know, and I'm just more of like, hey, like I show you affection by cooking for you. And she's like, hey, I want you to have a clean place like to live, you know, so it kind of like, it works out.
And Steven would catch the house on fire if he decided to go to the kitchen. So it works out very well.
Yeah, I guess that's a little like tidbit of our dynamic of our relationship.
When Steven and I lived alone, we I got home and twice the house was caught on fire. So.
Oh, yeah, I lit 2 fires in the house. It's not an exaggeration.
He doesn't need to be in the kitchen. So for us, it works very, very well.
Yo, that day was so funny. Like I'm playing games and
I walk in the door and I'm like, Steven!
And I remember that same day, Stefan, because I had roommates. Stefan comes down, and he's like, "Yo, like, do you smell something burning?" I'm like, "Nah, it's fine." And then Stefan, I love how Stefan tells the story because I'm on the phone with 911. I'm like, "So, I think I started a fire," and he's like, "Nigga, send somebody here right now." But
he's like, "It's burning." Oh God,
yeah, no, I walk in the house one day and just like. The trash can there's like a bunch of flames and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, we gotta do a whole nother Love and Lifestyles. Yes, there has to be a whole nother series of just like this actually happens. Like,
all right, another question. How about our age, Pam?
I'm 21.
26.
25. Well, might as well say our signs.
I'm a Pisces.
Virgo.
He's so hard to deal with, and I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, I don't. We gotta dive into our signs one day because I don't know too much about the relationship. I just know about Virgo.
Well, like I don't know too much about signs, but I know you have like your moon sign, your ascendant sign, and then your.
Don't you have like numbers?
There's all different.
There's a bunch of things. That's why a lot of people like it's weird because I'm not into astrology, but the deeper you get into it, the more it makes sense. Like, you know, just if you do like an overall look of like Pisces, like you're able to tell like, yeah, she's a Pisces.
I just hate when people are like, oh, I'm such a bitch because I'm this. Like,
no you're a bitch.
You just have a bad personality.
Well, there's a whole thing about astrology too. Watch it on Explains. Like that's a good one. It was explaining astrology. And it's like there's a cognitive bias that anything that people tell about you, like if they say it's about you for a reason, they give you a logical reason that doesn't. If they give you an emotional reason why it makes sense or whatever, you'll make the logic connect. And then they said back in the day when they made astrology, or when it started getting popular, it was based on a worldview that the Earth was the center of the universe and the stars are circling around. But since we're not, it's like every direction. How can you see the same stars? Because everything is moving. Yeah. But anyway, next question.
Next question. I don't know. Can you guys think of something?
I mean, you're doing good with the list. Do
you guys want to have kids?
Hell no.
Yes.
that Kevin Hart meme. Nah, I want a lot of kids. Before I used to think I wanted at least 8. But now I think I need more than that. So it's just in my nature. It makes sense to poly.
Alright, so we need another girlfriend.
Submit the applications, guys. But mostly it's because I have like a lot of really good baby names, so I need to utilize them. But also I just want my dream one day is that I have so many kids all around the world, and like one day that could be a great movie plot. Feel free to make this movie first if you want, and just cut me a check when you make millions. Like it's a movie plot where like dude impregnated all these girls all around the world because he's an avid traveler as we are, and then they all coincidentally, because it's in my bloodline, they rise to positions of power. Like one becomes the president of the United States, one becomes like a warlord and whatever. One I don't know, one is like a shaman and stuff, and then they all unite, and then it's New World Order.
Great, love it. Okay, next question.
No, about you, what happened?
That'll be a Phil story.
I do want kids, but not 8.
You ever see that pose where it's like she's having a whole ass baby?
It's like I ain't got no more. This is all I got this time.
Alright, next question. What is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is cooking. I love to cook. It's my passion. Like, that's something I definitely see myself doing, like, for the rest of my life. Because there's just so many ways you can go about it.
I feel like I'm going to make this a harder question. I'm overthinking it. But, I mean, I guess I would say traveling.
Traveling. That's for me, too. I love traveling. I love it. I love everything about it. Like
my favorite thing to do that gives me the most fulfillment and pleasure in the world is when I am a thinker. I'm a thinker. But I have these different ideas that just come to me, and as soon as I get them, I just catch this inspiration. So what I love to do the most is have an idea, formulate it, just let it just swirl around in my head, and then flesh it out, put it down on paper, form the plan, and then bring it to life. The most gratifying feeling is taking something from your brain and manifesting it into the physical reality. I love it.
That's why it's like, when I was younger, the first time I watched Full Metal Alchemist, it's this anime. It's really good anime if you've never watched it. But
I don't like anime. They love it.
When I started like learning about what alchemy is, which is just transforming something into something even better, like I think that's where like my passion for cooking grew more, because it's kind of just like, all right, I'm taking these ingredients and I'm making a home cooked meal. Like it's just us, like, you know, you can take a house and like make it a home. Like, you know, those aren't just things that come naturally to people. You know, and it's like Steven, like he takes like this idea and actually makes it happen and like makes it work.
Hence, you guys are seeing the vlog.
Yeah, that's one of them too. Just all these business ideas and this creative thing. We have so much stuff
even
coming.
Though they're not great, it's like we're actually doing it. You know, like a lot of people always talk about doing a lot of things in their life, but it's kind of just like, all right, are you getting a general idea of how you want to go about it? Are you doing it? Like, did you buy the camera? Like, what's going on? Like,
or some people like want to be a rapper or a singer, but they never put out a single. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. It's okay. Like, our first vlog's probably terrible. You guys probably hate us at some point. But at least we're trying it. We're going after our dream.
And you're going to witness the growth. Like, everything that we put out thus far at the point of seeing this video was all from 1 month-long Europe trip. Like, just wait. We have all these things planned. Like, that's such a beautiful thing, too, of creating something, is watching your own growth. But what was your thing that you like to do?
I love traveling. Like, I love experiencing, like, new cultures, trying, like, you know, new foods. I'm like, Steven's more of a picky eater than I am, so it's hard, but I love that. Like, I love, like, I grew up, you know, I'm Brazilian, and I've always spoke Spanish, so it was fun to, like, go to a different country and actually not know the language and, like, feel what my friends felt here, like, because they didn't speak English. And then just seeing, like, wow, like, we think the U.S. is big shit, and we're totally not.
Facts.
You know, so it's just going to different places and meeting new people and, like, going to, like when we went to Luxembourg, I'm like, where are we going? Like, I landed in a place that I had never even seen.
And I got stung by bees.
I didn't know where it was on the map. Like, I didn't know where the hell we were going. I just knew we were going, and that was so thrilling. Like, that feeling, that thrill, I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
And it was just castles and a bunch of awesome people. Is that video out yet?
Part 1, the cooler stuff is not out, and if they can't fix its hard drive, it never will be. We had a tragedy, guys. We had a tragedy. The hard drive with 3 terabytes of footage dropped to the floor during an interview with the casting director, and it sucks. I hope it works.
Oh,
but
God.
that's why I like traveling too. Is just that feeling of uncertainty and just stimulating your mind with new experiences.
Yeah, like I went to California with my best friend and Pam for my birthday, and Steph was like, how do you pack so little? And it's just like stuff like that. Like it doesn't even matter anymore. Like to me, I'll just wear all black and we'll do laundry halfway there. And like me and Pam have a little book bag, and we're like, okay, we could do this. And Steph has a big ass suitcase.
I know, like she packed the thing like this huge, just of like beauty, like body wash stuff. And meanwhile, I'm like just a couple things in my hand.
So it's stuff that you just like, yes, like my first trip, I had a big suitcase, and then like the first time I went to Europe with Steven, and we had to backpack, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? But like you just learn, like you become a traveler. I think it's just so much fun.
Yeah, we did Europe for a month with a backpack each. So how did she need luggage for a weekend in California?
I don't know. It's the same. I don't know. I feel her, because before I used to want to take everything, and now it's just like I just need my passport and money, and if I'm missing shampoo, I can just buy it.
Check out that vlog, Girls Cali Trip. I don't know what it's named yet. Check it out.